Just because a buyer likes you, that doesn't necessarily mean that they will buy from you. And this is something which I experienced on multiple occasions when I was running my own trading business out of Hong Kong, which I ran for over 12 years. And I think one of the mistakes that many, many, many suppliers make is that they come to the conclusion that a supplier is not going to buy from them. And therefore, they completely and utterly disengage from that particular supplier. That for me is a very, very, very big mistake. So if you come to the conclusion quickly that one particular key decision maker is not for you, one particular company is not for you, and you completely close down the relationship, completely close down the relationship because you feel that the design of your products that you use, the material that you use, the ideas, the pricing, the timelines, any number of reasons why you just don't match. And despite your very best efforts, you just cannot match the demands of that particular customer. You're effectively in two different market segments within the same marketplace. When you come to that conclusion, the most important thing, in my experience, is to maintain the relationship. So I just want to share a story with you. There was one particular company that used to visit my booth at the trade shows around the world on multiple occasions. And in the end, our pricing was too high for this particular customer. And it was clear that we just couldn't do business with them despite our best efforts. And a lot of suppliers in my position would have closed down the relationship with that particular potential customer pretty quickly because they would have viewed it as time wasting, especially at the trade shows. We should be talking to people who offer the very best chance of business, not sinking our time into a supply into a potential customer, which quite frankly doesn't exist. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. Now, don't get me wrong, if you've got a potential customer in front of you which needs your time, that could possibly be ordering from you, and you've got somebody else who clearly is not going to be ordering from you, then you do need to spend the time with the potential customer that's going to be possibly ordering from you. But that said, with regards to this particular company that used to come to see me and talk to me at the trade shows, and we got on very well together, I deliberately maintained that relationship. So if I had the time, I would always be very, very polite to this particular company. We would always chat about the trends in the industry, the types of products which were doing well. We would talk about new designs. We would just talk about anything which was relevant to our particular industry at that particular time. And just because there is not an immediate opportunity for you to buy from that company today, people's business directions change all the time. There may be an opportunity for you to work with them in the future. Buyers within companies change. So just because a particular buyer is not able to buy from you within the company structure that they're currently in, if they move to another company within the same industry, suddenly they may have the opportunity to buy from you. And if they've already got a long-standing relationship with you, I'm talking years, then they're far more likely just to think, oh, Frank's company, I'm going to finally place an order with him. But that will not be possible if you close down the relationship with them straight away. There was another company, which again I got on very well with, but they found it difficult to purchase our products purely and simply because of the pricing. But they introduced me to another company from New Zealand, and we did end up doing quite a lot of business together. But that was purely and simply because I maintained the relationship with another company which was unable to buy from me. So my advice would be to never ever close the doors. Always keep a door slightly open, maintain the relationship, because you never quite know how it's going to go in the future. And a closed door is a closed door. But if a door is slightly ajar and always left slightly ajar, then there is always the potential, maybe not now, but some point in the future when you least expect it, for that door to be slammed wide open and for business to come flooding in. One of the things which I think is also very important about maintaining relationships with people that are not actually buying from you is that the information that they hold is critical to your long-term future direction. So if you are in business on the international stage and you're running your own business, the chances are you are passionate about the products about everything to do with the industry, the consumer trends, every single thing about your industry is of critical interest to you. And it will no doubt, for me, it'll be a passion of yours. Therefore, any information that you can get from anybody is valuable information which you can turn to your advantage. So, for example, um, somebody might tell you about what they believe are the future trends in the industry, the future colors which they have seen, the designs which are hot this particular year, the packaging which is doing well at the moment. All of these sort of basic pointers and ideas can come to you a lot more quickly if you maintain a huge web of contacts around the world, interestingly, that are not all necessarily buying from you at any one point in time. Good salespeople chase orders, but really, truly great salespeople build positioning over a period of time. And that's what I tried to do. And I did reap the benefits from that over a long period of time. You have to be in it to win it in the long term. Don't look at it in terms of short term thinking. Look at it in terms of the long term benefits. And I guarantee you that that thinking will take you a long way. I would like to leave you with this final thought, and that is that not every conversation results in a sale, but every sale starts with a conversation which didn't necessarily convert to start with. Just think about that, ponder that idea for a second. Thank you so much for listening, and I very much look forward to speaking to you again in the next one.